So at some point last year, I saw this video of PewDiePie, and the title was something like "I drew for 100 days every day." Actually, let me look it up. Okay, that's hilarious. I just looked it up. That is literally the title. I drew every day for 100 days. Basically, every day he set aside like an hour or so to fill one whole page of his notebook with drawings. Usually he would do one drawing, but sometimes he would do like multiple different like shapes, stuff like that. Like he was like practicing how to draw basically. So yeah, sometimes he would practice, sometimes he would do a full drawing, but either way he would fill up the entire page. And no matter what happened every day, even if it was the worst day possible, even if he wanted to kill himself on the spot, he would take out his pencil and he would draw anything. He would push through it somehow and just make sure to get a page done. And it's really incredible to see. He does a commentary over it, you know, explaining his process and explaining every single page, you know, going one by one, you know, showing you each page he drew and then telling you the story of the day of the drawing. And one of the most amazing things is that as you go through the video, somewhere around the halfway point, you notice that this guy has become like a professional at drawing. And there are a few people that knock him down because they say, oh, well, he's rich, he's got all the time in the world, blah, blah, blah. But he shows you in the video that like he just filled out one page every day for like an hour or so. So the fact that he's rich or that he has all the time in the world doesn't really matter. Because like 99% of people have, you know, 1 hour to spare during the day. Which means me, you, whoever, everyone's watching this video. If we wanted to become good artists, we could just sit down 1 hour every day for 100 days and we'd make really good progress as well. The key to what PewDiePie did is consistency. And don't shoot the messenger, because I'm really bad at consistency. I'm like the worst possible person. I'm like literally the opposite, okay? I'm like a burst type of person, which is the worst thing you can have. It's kind of, you know, at this point I've heard so much advice that from so many people that I already know what I'm supposed to do. It's just about, you know, doing it and turning my brain off and just going through with it. But the point is, if you want to get good at something, if you want to make a change, if you want to acquire a skill, the best thing you can do for yourself is just sit down every day, no matter what. And even if it's just some bullshit that you're writing, even if it's like, you know, one day you just feel like absolute shit, you don't want to do anything, just like forcing yourself to like write some horseshit that isn't even that valuable, but like you're doing something, you know, so at least you can say you did something that day. That will count. And it becomes a lot easier to progress when you're doing it consistently every day. And the thing is, it depends, you know, if you want, it doesn't have to be, depending on the skill or depending on how much you want to learn this new thing, it doesn't have to be every day. Maybe you can be like, you know, hey, I want to do this thing like every 3 days, or hey, I want to do this thing once every week. You know, every weekend I go play, you know, you say like, let me go play sports with my friends or something. But the key is that you just consistently pick a date and you just do it no matter what. Even when you know you're going to do a horrible job, just fuck it, just do it. Because the thing is, it's a lot harder when you're like constantly stopping and then having these long breaks in between and then starting again. Because when you do that, the next time you start, it takes you really long to get back into it. Because that starting part after taking that long break makes it a lot harder to continue your previous progress. You end up spending a lot of time kind of like remembering what you were supposed to do or what you were doing or at which point in your progress you were at, instead of just starting and being immediately ready to complete the task. This year I want to be consistent in a lot of things, and one of them is going to be YouTube. You guys can keep me accountable just because I uploaded this video. That's kind of like a reminder, or if you want, you can comment. You can come back if I'm not uploading. You can come back and comment on this shit and be like, Omero, where the fuck are the videos? You know, like, this video will keep me accountable to have somewhat of a consistent schedule instead of having like months in between, you know, the next upload. But it applies to anything, you know, anything you want to do, YouTube, sports, exercise, I don't know, appearance, anything, man. Games, work, projects, absolutely anything. Consistency is key, absolutely everywhere. I think another key too, by the way, is just like turning your brain off and just doing the task. Because a lot of times, like, we just sit there and we think about doing the task and then we don't want to do it anymore. The thing is, like, there's gonna be days where you're supposed to, you know, whether it's every third day or every week or every day where you're supposed to do your consistent task and you're not gonna want to do it, but you're gonna do it anyways. So you don't always have to want to do it. A lot of times you just have to literally turn your brain off, not even think about it, and just like start. Just start. Just do. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. This has been omero 2582, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.